probably have to restart like 3 times, but that's okay. We're learning.
Hey, pal.
Oh, hey. How's it going?
Good. I'm gonna check this out.
Well, enjoy. I just started the run, so good timing. Did you ever get the emulator working that I sent you?
No, I haven't had time.
Oh, fair enough.
Make sure we're watching your Twitch stream.
Yeah, you can also watch it in the Discord if you want. I don't know which one's going to be lower latency. I figured I'd put it onto Twitch partially so I have an easy VOD I can access if I end up submitting this for RPG Limit Break this year.
Yeah. God, the memories of this game.
Yeah, you know what I realized as I was practicing this offline? I never actually beat the game when we were younger.
Me neither.
Like I got to like the last few stages and I was like, I don't recognize any of these. For all the time I spent playing this, never occurred to me.
Yeah.
Never actually beat it. As an impatient like 11, 12-year old, this game was hard.
Well, yeah. I mean, when you're unaware of how to do things efficiently and you're taking an hour plus on every map.
And it's also just like complete ignorance of the system mechanics too at that point. Like
Hmm.
the way promotions work are a little more complicated than Pokemon evolutions, which is what I was used to at the time.
Yeah, I was used to Final Fantasy Tactics, and it's still different than that. Like
Yeah.
the chaos law alignment and having certain stat requirements. Like, definitely just thought it was play as the subclass and then you'll get the greater class, and it just isn't quite that way.
Not quite, no. Okay. Oh, hang on, I gotta remove first. Alright. So I'm going to do something fun here that I don't know if you're familiar with. This game has a character duplication glitch.
Oh, nope, didn't know that.
Yeah. So we're just going to go ahead and abuse that right here at the start of the run.
Well, yeah.
Now we need to exchange units. Okay.
What, no flex? Not going to rename the character?
Nah, not yet. Okay. The timing's a little tight, and I'm not nailing it. Nope, still not nailing it. This is part of what I was trying to practice offline, and I actually managed to get it pretty quickly the last time I was practicing this. Ah, there it is. So we're just gonna make a few sorceresses here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna swap them back into the party here. Okay. Execute. Next, we're going to put one of these sorceresses into the witch's unit. And now we're going to do the same thing, but in reverse. Yeah, if you get good at this, you can do it like first try every time, but that's not me. Oh,
The
hang
good
on.
news is it's at the beginning of the run.
So yeah, it's really easy to practice. Or if I'm trying to get like a record pace going, if I screw it up really bad, I don't lose anything by restarting early.
Right. And even if you do, it's always more practice.
Oh yeah. So we always have a boatload of sorceresses.
You sure do.
I'm actually going to change this formation. I forgot that's not how I want it. Okay. Attack leader. And into the first stage we go. So aside from the obvious advantages of being able to just make duplicates of a strong unit, there's a few other advantages that comes with having a duplicate. So what's interesting is the game actually reads them all as the same unit, despite there being multiple copies of it. What that means is any equipment we give to one of them goes to all of them.
Huh. Okay. Does it also apply damage that way?
Thankfully,
So
no.
like if one gets hit, they all get. Oh, okay. Only in all the helpful ways.
It's only yeah, it's only in the helpful ways that it really like glitches
So
out
it's
kind
just
of.
like in the army screen, it counts them as one sort of.
Kinda. But you know what, where it also is advantageous is in fatigue and healing. So because we have copies of the unit on Magnus and he's going to stay in our home base, our sorceresses that are out in the field that are also the same sorceress that's in Magnus's unit will benefit from the regeneration effects of being in a home base. So their health will constantly be restoring over time, and their fatigue will never rise.
Oh, okay.
Uh huh. And there is one last benefit that we are going to abuse the hell out of as well. I will explain that once I get them in motion here because I'm still bad at doing this while talking. Uh, Glenda. Oh, that's a good name for our sorceresses, actually. Okay.
The good
Hang on.
witch.
Yeah, where's my map? Here's my map. I have my notes open in one monitor. I'm trying to.
Yeah, I have your Twitch stream
Yeah,
on one screen and then your Discord stream on the other
pretty
for
much.
the
Yeah.
audio, so I'm not hearing triplicate.
Oh, Kevin's in chat. So I
Oh,
can watch this without audio. Oh man, damn, he's not gonna be able to hear my explanation of all these cool glitches. Um, but yeah, the last benefit of the character duplication glitch is that although they do share an experience pool, like there's no like leveling speed advantage. When they level up, all of them get the benefits of all of their stat ups. So because we
oh,
have
so it's
not,
like 9 level ups
yes, they will only gain one level, but it'll be as if they had gained nine.
or
Except for their
however
maximum
many
HP
actually.
for some reason. The maximum HP will only go up like it's supposed to. But every other stat will go up as if they had nine level ups.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah. It is a stupid powerful glitch and it makes the speed run so simple. But it's not even the biggest glitch we're going to be using in this run. Now, unfortunately, I did have to turn off battle animations for the sake of speed,
Yeah,
so we're just gonna see
numbers fly.
the numbers and the skill names. So yeah, like that 18 XP there, they didn't gain 18 times 5 experience, but when they level up, they're gonna gain a bunch of level ups effectively.
Okay, looks like your stream and your audio. Uh, you know what? Never mind. It's probably perfect because I was looking at the wrong monitor.
Yeah, also like Twitch video tends
Tends to have a
to
little bit of delay,
yeah,
but
Twitch tends to have a
I
little bit of
think it's
delay.
fine. It's just the fact that I'm listening and I'm in two places.
Yeah, like if for whatever reason you had me muted in Discord, but you had the audio open on the stream, you'd be hearing me in sync with what's happening on screen.
Hmm. Yeah, the problem there would, I think I'd hear myself,
You
depending
definitely
on how
would,
your
and that would
audio
be
went.
awkward.
Yeah,
Well, at least you should. I think I have it OBS set up properly to capture Discord chat.
cool.
I think. There's a chance I may have muted it to get the audio working properly for the game.
Maybe.
It'll just sound
And
like
I
I'm
just
talking
miss
to
sitting
myself if
on
that's
the,
the case.
yeah. And if not, then everyone gets to hear about how we used to sit on the floor of your bedroom as 12-year-olds playing this game.
Yeah. All right. So we are going to start to. Okay, hang on. I jumped the gun a little bit on this. Never mind. I forgot the next important glitch we're going to start setting up for here. Dispatch. So for the next glitch, we will need 4 golems.
Ooh. Did you get one?
Specifically, we are about to go try to get them.
Okay, so this is when you go wander around until you find one and then try to tame it.
Yep. This part is the most RNG in the whole run.
There's
Like,
no way to start with one, I'm guessing.
n- there's no way to start with one and also get the other starting units that we need.
Got it.
Because there's a reason why I answered the questions the way I did. Like, it looked like I was just mashing through them, but I actually did pick
I
the
actually
second answer
missed
to the
that, but
third question.
yeah,
Okay.
I believe you like have to pick certain things to get what you need here.
Yeah, like we want that sorceress to start with, we want that witch to start with, and then later, like we'll need some Valkyries that we're gonna end up getting. Just send a little heart to Kevin in the chat there since he can't hear me. I'm not gonna have a lot of time to type, but
Yeah, I'll get in there when I'm done with my little game.
fair.
Chat with him.
Yeah, you can give him the rundown on all the stuff I've been explaining if you want to, or you can just leave him in the dark and let him figure it out himself. Yeah. The pathing in this game is fucking wonky. This unit
Mm.
over here is just doing her own thing. All right, we got really unlucky. No golem hits on this run. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to exit. I'm going to save, and I'm going to reset the console to reset the RNG.
So is that a run restart or
Nope, just for the investigation. For whatever reason, if you're fast enough after the console start on to go into the investigation there, you have better odds of finding golems. So like if you don't find the golems you need right away, the strat is to reset the console and then go into the investigation. So now we're going to try again to get some golems, and we probably will get at least 2. That's usually how it goes when I do the reset strat. So we might end up having to do that again, but there's a chance we could get all 4 in one run. This happened before.
Oh, you're not able to duplicate the golems? Or not for this method?
For this method, we need them to be legitimate golems. If they're dupes, the next glitch that we're going to set up will not work.
Okay.
The reason is the glitch we're going to do is an ID overflow glitch. And if the golems are all duplicates of each other, they will all have the same unit ID, and that's not what we want. We want them to have their own unique unit IDs.
Got it.
Yeah. Like, I should have reset before I did that first investigation for better RNG. I was just being greedy. Yeah, so see here, we ran into a golem basically right away. Yeah, I was basically full greeting, trying to get golems without having to spend time resetting the console. There's another one.
Wow.
Like I said, for whatever reason, like the neutral encounter rates are tied to the games like RNG Seed, and like it's based on a timer, and the timer is constantly ticking up the whole time the console's on, and yeah, for whatever
The early
reason,
stages are really good for this golem.
yes. So yeah, we got half of the golems we need. Hopefully we can get the others without having to exit out and do that again, but we might have to do that one more time. The most I've gotten personally in one investigation is 3. But I have seen some people do runs where they get all 4 in one attempt. So it is possible. Basically, once these guys start hitting the fatigue limit, it's no longer worth waiting, and then we just do another reset. But yeah, as you can see, Glenda, her fatigue meter is not filling up at all because her copies are still on home base there.
Nice.
Yeah,
So it
yeah.
it kind of is decreasing, but it's immediately replenishing.
Yep. So yeah, like for example, you see Dio's fatigue is almost full, whereas Glinda's still empty. All right, goal number 3, baby. Only need one more. Like maybe we get it here, maybe we have to reset again. Let's see. Yep, okay. Dio's tired. Rebecca's tired. All right. Yeah, we're gonna exit out, save, reset the console again, and then get that last golem. Not the best RNG uh, on that first attempt. That, like I said, that was my fault. I should have reset before I did that first investigation to be fully safe.
Seems like a good idea since you're basically guaranteed to get at least 2
Yeah,
when you do that.
yeah. There's basically no advantage to not doing it. I was just,
I
I was
mean,
only half paying attention, and I was being a little greedy.
if you get really lucky, yeah, it'll save you more time.
Yeah, but you have to get. It is pure luck at that point. Doing it this way,
Right.
we know the RNG will give us like at least 2 golems. Dispatch, not walk. All right. So with any luck, we'll get the last golem we need very shortly, and then we can move on to the next stage. There we go. Now the nice thing here is they're pretty much guaranteed to join us. I think I've had it happen once where they refused to join the army on the first negotiation. Oh no, Zelda, you're in front of my screen. I can't see. Okay, we're gonna save so we don't have to deal with that again. All right. I also didn't realize you could skip past this briefing until I started learning the speedrun. You just mash the start button and the B button, and you can skip right to end briefing.
I think that's one of the things I did figure out. Because for some reason, either when I played as a kid or when I first tried it on an emulator, I was trying to get through like the second battle screen. This one,
Yeah.
because I just did it a lot. I was restarting a lot.
Let's see. So we're gonna start a sub for that glitch with the golems.
Okay.
Did that save her unit? Okay, I did. We need to go to the Valkyrie, remove her soldiers. Okay. We're going to remove this guy's dog. And we're going to give each of these guys two of the golems. Okay. That's correct. That's correct. We're going to dispatch Glinda, the Good Witch. And we're going to get her moving. Next, we're going to dispatch our Pamela. Okay. You want to figure out how to? Do you want to see how to get 4 golems in 1 unit?
Oh,
It's unit
where
and
where does the leader fit?
that's the fun part. They barely do. All right. So what we're going to do here, we're going to execute a little glitch, toss the soldier off the side, and then when you do it like that, the golem will fit in 1 square, which it should not be allowed to do.
Yeah. Okay.
The input's actually kind of tricky to get them off the corner like that. It's weirder than you might think. Okay. Next. I think that it's just an oversight there. Like they didn't like they kind of assumed you'd be doing this with the D-pad, I guess. They didn't think you'd be able to do down and left at the same time. I don't know. Anyway, so now the witch is overweight basically. She's got 4 golems in her unit, which should not be possible. Um, that's going to cause the game to basically overflow the unit IDs and read them as item IDs, which will let us spawn some useful items out of thin air in a little bit.
Uh-oh. For a minute there, I thought you were going to tell me she was equipped with the stats of 4 golems.
I mean, just having 4 golems in 1 unit is already pretty OP, but that's not even the main reason we do this glitch. That's the wild part. We're getting bad movement from this cleric. We're gonna have to fight her again, I think. This is also RNG, but it's a small bit of RNG is where the cleric flees to after we fight her there. If we're lucky, she runs out of the way and we don't have to fight her again.
Ooh. Uh.
She might make
Ooh.
it. Oh, good, she did. Good movement. Nice. Love to see it.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's exactly what we want. And we're just gonna do the rest of this stage like as normal-ish. We're just gonna, rescue Yumo and then run straight to the boss. God, I love the music in this game so much. Okay, Yumel time. Yeah, like the biggest time sinks in this game compared to Ogre Battle March of the Black Queen are definitely the cutscenes. There's so many of them compared
Yeah.
to the older game. That said, the story is also a lot more involved, so I guess it makes sense. There's a lot of lore in March of the Black Queen, but you kind of have to seek it out.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on in this, but you don't have to seek it out.
Exactly. It's all thrown in your face in this one, which is also fine. It's just different methods of storytelling.
The spoiler alert werewolves really threw me off when I learned about them.
Oh yeah.
Not that anyone watching any speed run should really deserve to be warned of spoilers.
So yeah, if you're watching a speed run of a game, you have to accept the fact that you're going to be spoiled on things, or just don't care. Up, I wanted to move Glinda. Okay, where's my map? I want to go here because I don't want to fight that guy again if I can avoid it. Move here, and then yeah, hit the boss from behind. Ideally, anyway. Sometimes the auto pathing gets weird. Yeah, not much to say for this part, just slowly homing in on the boss. We want to try to hit him from behind if we can, but it doesn't really matter. No, you can fight him now. You can fight him now. Go ahead. There we go. The side's fine. We just want him to be easy to target. Unfortunately, it's not going to be easy to target. Bad angle. Eh, they are ranged though, so it's fine. Congratulations. the first inkling that, you know, maybe we're not starting off on the good side here.
Yeah.
You know, if anything radicalized me, it's playing a game about class warfare and religious warfare when I was 12 years old.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, this part flew over my head as a kid because I hadn't played the original game, but did you know that the people who interfere here are all recruitable characters from the first game?
No. No, because I never really played the first game.
Yeah. I didn't realize it until I came back to this after having speedrun March of the Black Queen.
That's really cool, actually.
Yeah, the guy with the ponytail there is the playable male character. Uh, the blonde guy is Debonair, one of the bosses that you can recruit, and the wizard was Saradin, an optional recruitable wizard from the all from March of the Black Queen. We skip Debonair. We fight Debonair, but we don't recruit him, and we skip Saradin entirely in the any percent speed run of March of the Black Queen. But you recruit them both if you do the best ending speed run. All right, we are saving our game. We are watching more cutscenes. So on the next stage, like once we enter stage 3, that's when we're really going to see the payoff of the ID overflow glitch. Like I'm still not 100% sure I fully understand it myself. I've done a little reading on how it works. Um, but basically what's going to happen is that um, uh, what's her name? Like Leia Silva is going to join our army, and because of the recruiting that we did, her Valkyries in her party are going to have the unit IDs 28 and 29, which just so happen to share item IDs with two very useful items that we want. The figurine of Sleipnir, which increases the movement speed of the unit holding it, and the Manual of Warfare, which doubles the experience gain of the unit holding it. So, because of the glitched out state of the golems,
Those
the
both
game.
sound very good for a speed run of this game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because of the golems in their glitched out state, the game is kind of gonna like panic and read the unit IDs of those Valkyries as item IDs, and it's going to spawn those items into our inventory.
And also give you the Valkyries? Or,
We do
I mean, I
still
guess
have
it
the
doesn't matter.
Valkyries. Yeah, we will also still have the Valkyries. Okay, so we are going to enter the stage. We're going to get Leia here. The one thing that bums me out about the speed run is that not too long after this, we're going to discharge both Leia and Dio, because that way we don't have to see any of their story cutscenes later, because the game is going to treat them as if they're
Ah,
dead.
perfect.
Yep. we're gonna stick with the
I'm
default Blue
almost
Knight's
upset
name.
with the story they gave Dio.
Oh yeah, him just depending on your answers, deciding to betray you.
I feel like no matter what option you choose, he should be the other way.
Hmm.
Like it just feels backwards to me.
Yeah, I get what you mean. All right, mission start. We are immediately going to form an execute sort. We are going to remove the Valkyries from Leia's unit. Going to exit, and we are going to dispatch in a particular order. We want this guy. We want Pamela. And we want our Glinda. Okay, so now when we go to Pamela's inventory, you'll see she has a bunch of items in her inventory that she should not have. We are going to give these to Glinda. Okay. And now the fun part, organize. We are going to make another one of the item, the items that give you experience. We need specifically the one with ID 29. Add. Great. Edit the Valk unit. Okay. We're going to give you that's Daug. All right. And if I did that right, she should have another Manual of Warfare. She does. Great. We're going to go ahead and give that to Magnus. And now we can actually play the stage. Let's see. We're going to do like one of these. Yeah, we're trying to avoid an unnecessary encounter with that dragon tamer in that town. This wizard's going to be on our way no matter what. But yeah, you can already see that Glenda there is moving on the overworld a lot faster than she was before she had those items.
Almost got to move.
Yeah. What's annoying about that encounter, I don't know why, but even though they're set to attack leader, they don't. So we have to fight this wizard again because they didn't kill the leader. Yeah, but what's good here is they will be gaining experience at an increased rate now. You can see that they gained 35, whereas in previous encounters they were getting more like 18. Right. Do, do, do. I think that we have to fight this Valkyrie, but no, we might be able to avoid her. Yeah, we can outrun her because of our statue. Hell yeah. No, don't follow the path. She's gonna catch. Fuck. The auto pathing is so bad.
Yeah, it's like extremely early stages AI.
Yeah,
It's like good that it tries to autopath on the fastest route. It's just never where you actually want to be.
yeah. Like that's my own fault. I should have been more specific with my waypoints there to avoid that encounter. but that's okay. I'm still learning. I, I always find this enemy leader's name very strange. Her name is just straight up effeminate. Like, all right, more of an adjective than a name, but go off, guys.
Probably, yeah, that sounds like a name in the auto translator.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good enough. Let's just keep
that's,
it.
that's that's close. All right. So now, after this cutscene, we're going to do something similar as before. Rather than trying to recruit a golem, we're going to try to recruit a hawkman. But we only need the one, so we got that going for us.
Yeah, that's good.
Similar to before, we are going to reset the console to give us better RNG for the recruiting. And so later, we're going to make a bunch of dupes of the Hawkman and use him as one of our main boss fighting units because they fly, so they'll be able to fly over bad terrain. But for now, we're going to keep using our sorceress. Uh, we want the Valkyrie to move and just go straight there. Let's move this formation around a little bit. I have it in my notes that we want to use the Valkyrie to try to recruit the Hawkman. I'm honestly not 100% sure why we use the Valkyrie instead of our sorceress. My working theory is that this is preferred because of recruitment mechanics where we want to use a unit that is more similar in alignment to the Hawkman to try to recruit him. And our
Okay.
sorceresses are their alignment is more negative currently. So we need to get like 2 hits in on him. Nope, okay, he ran away. That's not what we want, so we're going to try again. So I find in my practice that getting him to about half health before trying to recruit him gives the best odds of success, but you do got to be quick because if he gets too low, he'll just run.
Yeah.
Rebecca. I really should have changed her formation when I was doing the glitches before, so I don't have to do this every time. Bad luck with finding a Hawkman right now on this road. All right, we're going to try again. Yeah, this and the Golem recruitment are really the only heavily RNG parts of the run. Everything else is pretty straightforward. Hmm. There we go. Hopefully we get this guy this time. There we go, we got him.
Nice.
Gonna go ahead and save so I don't accidentally reset later for anything. And next we go to Milesia. Backstory! There's so much drama in the story of this game.
Yeah, there were a handful of tactics-based games that had vaguely similar dramatic storylines all around this time.
Yeah, it was definitely something of a, not trend, I guess, but like, I don't know, a lot of producers and designers had similar lines of thought.
Yeah, you join the military. You're on the wrong team. Religion's involved. There's monsters because of religion.
Or if not because of religion, it's at least related.
Well, the monsters are reintroduced to the world because of religion.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fun fact. The main director of the first Ogre Battle game was also the main producer of Final Fantasy Tactics, but not of this game.
Oh,
Weird, right?
yeah.
Weird connection. Like after the first Ogre Battle, he ended up after the first Ogre Battle and after Tactics Ogre, the original, um, he ended up moving over to SquareSoft from Quest and Atlas.
I mean, that does make a lot more sense why the Ogre Battle 64 and Final Fantasy Tactics storylines feel so similar. Even though he didn't work on 64, I'm sure he left notes and discussed about a sequel with people.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that there was like story notes like here's what I would do in a sequel or like here's a logical place for this story to go. I'm sure. I'm sure you're right on that. But yeah, this stage is pretty straightforward. We're just gonna. I don't want to interrupt the command actually. We're pretty much just gonna try to take a relatively quick path towards the boss and only have the a handful of encounters on the way. The finger slipped. Did not mean to hit A there. But yeah, that figurine of Sleipnir makes Glenda just move so much faster than anyone else on the map. It's real nice to have. And yeah, the Manual of Warfare means that Glenda will level up super fast too. Alright, we're gonna end up hunting this guy down by accident because he fled in a bad direction. I think it says a lot that killing the generic soldier units does not affect your unit's alignment one way or the other.
Yeah.
I think that's mildly sketchy, I think, but you know, it is what it is. Oh my god, just deleting these people. Yeah, five sorceresses who share a stat pool is who could have guessed it, a strong strat. Another part of the reason we do the pathing we do is to try to ensure that Yumel doesn't have any encounters because although he does have a bodyguard of like four Black Knights, they are slow at killing things compared to us.
Mm.
So we want to make sure that he doesn't have any encounters, if possible. Here, we're going to try to avoid aggroing this wizard. We are going to try to avoid aggroing that wizard. Glinda? Jesus Christ. Whatever. He's out of the way
Looks
now. We
like
can
you
just.
got away. Maybe?
We got there in the end. We outran him. Ice Blast this guy. Congratulations. Time for the romance laden cutscene. Romantic subtext.
You're my bro. No,
I
you're
want you
my
to be
bro.
I want you to be my knight. Like, yo, we love it. We love a forbidden love story. Let's go. That's nice. Anatolio stopped by in chat. Great guy. He was the host for my run at RPG Limit Break last year.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna say the name sounds familiar. I feel like I've heard you say it before.
Yep. He's the bloke who read donations during my run and stuff when we had some downtime.
He tried his best to understand and roll with all the references that he didn't always get.
He got most of them. He'd watched an Ogre battle run or two before. He
I mean, he
also,
still sounded like if I didn't know the games intimately, he did a great job.
yeah.
And those are the only people he needed to sound like he was doing that too. So,
Yeah. Oh, hang
and
on, I
yeah, he
forgot.
had obviously seen others, so like most of them he understood.
And we are going to try our best to avoid aggroing this samurai there, the swordsman. Sometimes it can't be helped, but we are going to try. Alright, it looks like we succeeded. I don't see the red dot moving on the minimap.
Hooray!
Yeah, the boss on this stage is Debonair. Um, one of the bosses from the first game. He's also recruitable both in that game and later in this game if you're on the path to the good ending.
Yeah, he's is he the wizard?
Nah, you'll see. He's this swordsman guy with the blonde hair. And
Okay.
we just deleted him. Oh my god.
Not sure I will see.
Five glitched sorceresses. Let's go. And notably, he gives us the champion statuette item for beating this stage. Uh, you can use that kind of like as a rare candy to level up a unit, or
Hmm.
you can do another glitch later to dupe it and sell it for a buttload of money.
Oh. Can I guess
Because we,
which one we're gonna do?
yeah, mainly because we don't like actually need the level ups. The manual of warfare
Right.
makes sure we have all the experience that we need. Oh yeah, the cleric here is Aisha, who we do recruit in the any percent speed run. Then the wizard there is Saradin, who we do not recruit in the 80% speed run because he's out of the way. He's on an optional stage. For the previous game, I mean. We do actually recruit Saradin in this run on this game because he's basically in the way. It's faster to just hit yes when the option to recruit him comes up.
Why do we waste time recruiting him? Because it saves time to recruit him.
Yep. Because it's actually slower to say no to him. Believe it or not.
Hey, those 2 frames to change inputs.
Yeah, it matters.
I mean, do you lose those frames later scrolling through the army screen?
Not really, because you don't really go back to it after a certain point. Once we finish
It,
setting everything up. All
yeah, it
right.
kind of seems like you're like 80% done with the army selection screen. Or organized
Yeah.
screen, they call it.
Yeah. All right. So unfortunately, it's time for us to say goodbye to Leia and Dio
I can't
because at
afford your
this,
cutscenes.
yeah, their cutscenes take too long. We're just effectively killing them. The game treats them as if they're dead from this point on.
Well,
And
if they can't be with you, they might as well be.
yeah. And now we're going to set up for the item duplication glitch later, where the champion in there. We're going to remove the soldiers. Oh, we want to do the witch first, right? Oh yeah, we don't need the golems anymore either, honestly. They're gone. And we don't want these soldiers because we need to do... Ah, yes, it's time to dupe the Hawkman. That's what we're setting up for. Go to set up the witch with a sorceress from... Okay. Okay. Replace the witch with the Hawkman. Oh, I need to hit execute sort. No. So, as a result of all the character glitching we've done, the game occasionally forgets what units we actually have. So you have to hit execute sort every now and then to make them show up.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you do have some units like tossed into oblivion
Exactly.
that never got deleted, but also don't exist anymore.
Exactly. So, oh, nice. Second try this time. All right. Yeah, we're going to make a bunch of Hawkmen now. How many do we need? 4. Oh, we have 4. Okay. We're going to put one into the Beastmaster. Da, da, da. Nice. Can I get one more in here? Or is that going to be too many? Nah, we're good. I think this guy is going to end up going into the ether. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I think we don't need one more. No, let's do it just to be safe. I forget whether I need the fourth one in here or not. Oh, thank you, Northrex. I do intend to have fun. Okay. I think that we're good on those. Now, hit the reverse. Now I'm going to get those duplicate statuettes that I was talking about. Unit command. Carry
Yeah, you got to
item.
afford all those tarot cards somehow, right?
Hit the reverse arrow. Okay. Now we need to do item commands. Sell item. Sell the Ansett Cross. Okay, and yeah, now we can sell, as you can see, a bunch of these that we previously did not have.
Oh my, yeah. That's more than a few.
Yep. All right, I'm going to save after all that because I don't want to have to do all that again if I screw something up. Time for cutscenes. Oy, these jerks again. And now they just talk about how they're using me because Godus Lost there wants a promotion, and Raid is just a jerk.
I'm remembering right, one of them drops like a really good sword.
Raid
I'm
drops
not sure if I,
that fire sword that he had in that one cutscene.
that's probably it.
Yeah, it is a good sword. We're not going to use it because we're not going to need it by the time we get it.
Right, yeah. I
But it is
imagine
in a normal run we are
glitch-tastic
not.
speed run.
Yeah, in a normal run we are not taking advantage of item and character duplication glitches. It's a useful sword. Okay. Do, do, do. Now I have it in my notes that I want to buy that hat from the store there, but I honestly forget why off the top of my head. I'm sure it's in my notes later.
Equip that hat you forgot to buy.
Okay, we are going to fight this Dragoon. Probably going to have to fight them twice because they're going to bounce straight back, but that's okay because we are getting stupid strong now thanks to these glitched up level ups.
I don't think you have to fight it twice.
Yeah, no, not this time. Nice. All right. We want to move through the mountains to the boss. No, 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 you're doing the stupid thing. No. Bad pathing, bad. Dang it. Ah, the auto pathing in this game is next to the RNG, the biggest run killer. That's okay though. Practice run, so we don't care if it's not optimal movement. There is a chance this Hawkman's going to catch up to us though. No, his auto pathing is also bad, so we're fine actually. When we're in the mountains, we slow down to his movement speed, so there's a chance he can catch us there. But we got to the forest and broke away. It always shocks me that we're allowed to join the Revolutionary Army after we tore through so many of their people up to this point.
Yeah.
Freaking got him. Congratulations. Frederick is very patient here for a man who's basically being tied up to be executed. And if I remember correctly, we have a generic soldier here with us because Dio's gone, which also reduces the amount of dialogue. I think other,
Nice.
I think normally Dio would be there where that generic knight is. Either Dio or
I
Leia, I forget who. One of them.
I could take a guess, but my knowledge is almost 25 years out of date. So
Yeah, frankly, it's been a long time since I've done like a normal playthrough of this game, so I also don't remember right now. And off we trot. Time to join the rebels. I do like how Hugo comes in and he's just like, "Yeah, we knew all along this is how it was going to play out, and we're fine with it."
yeah,
We want to go to this stage. Say this stage is pretty unremarkable. Just trying to scoot to the boss as quickly as we can with minimal encounters. We should have no extra encounters if we do our movement right.
well, let's do our movement right then.
Gonna sure try. Still got time for your maps, Hugo. We gotta go ice blast a guy. Up, foreshadowing for talking about Magnus's dad, Ankaseth, because he is a boss later. Also recruitable depending on what path you're on, but we are not going to be on the right alignment to recruit him. Also, recruiting dads is slow. Alright, if I aimed that correctly, we should avoid fighting that Valkyrie. Uh, hey! It's gonna be good. Now that is a smooth movement stage. Exactly what we wanted. Instantly delete the boss. That's another reason why we want the sorceresses for a lot of these early stages in particular, because they can do the group spell where they all combine for one big hit, kill the boss in one move, saving time.
Yeah, that'd be excellent anytime that happens.
Oh yeah. The item we get here, the Flame Flail, we're going to end up giving that to our Hawkman later. And again, because they're duped, all of the Hawkmen will have the Flame Flail. But for now, we're still in Sorceress mode. Um,
The
next
Hawkman
stage.
for like better mountain movement.
Yeah, and also for flying over walls and stuff later for like the fortress stages.
Oh, right.
And so for like the second half of the game, we basically prefer Hawkman over Sorceresses because of the better movement. Time for the name of the game to become relevant.
Here, use this. It'll get you more powerful. I promise.
Yeah, no strings attached. Yeah, Destin there, again, ponytail guy, is our male main character from the first game, which is fun. This
Yeah,
game basically confirms that the best ending of March of the Black Queen is canon.
that's good.
Yeah, it's nice to have. All right, this is another relatively simple stage where the main thing we care about is movement to avoid unnecessary encounters. That said, I'm going to force this encounter. Big level up, baby. We want to move here, here. We actually do need to fight this wizard to trigger a cutscene, so let me do that. It's all ogre, baby. Here they come. We want our sorceresses to handle those two fights because we don't want to risk Magnus dying if they reach the main base. He does have his sorceress bodyguards, but it is still a risk based on how the damage rolls play out and how the targeting plays out.
And either way, you're going to have the battle.
Yeah, so we may as well force the encounter safely.
Yeah, if you can't go fast enough to skip the battle, then that makes sense.
We want to hopefully avoid these encounters, which it looks like we'll be able to. And now we just go fight the boss. No, no, don't turn back onto the frickin' path. Alright, we are going to have some defensive fights, but it should be okay. These ones are not much of a threat. The ogres are a threat. Now we should have the boss fight first. Dang it. Yeah, the little messed up movement uh, made me not reach the boss in time to skip this fight. It looks like we'll be alright, though. The sorceresses in the front are tanking it.
Yeah, that's a good practice, though. Like, that's something that you can potentially shave 20 seconds.
Yeah, just better movement to avoid that encounter entirely by getting to the boss first. Well, that fight went optimally. Just instantly deleted the boss. Exactly what we love to see. Forgot to mash A there because I was hitting my split timer. The Infernal Aura. And yep, as it was typical for games of the time, like you were saying, the church is behind it, of course.
Hmm. Hmm.
Alright, so I'm going to save here, but what I want to do is I want to kill time until I can come back with the day on a particular date. And I think, did I do this right? Nope, I did not. Shoot. So I want to be on the Dardanelle stage when the date is either the 6th, the 15th, or the 21st. Dang it. I don't I need to figure out the math for this movement better because I do not have it down. And I'm going to lose a lot of time here trying to get it right. Missed it by one.
Common coding error.
Okay. So the reason we're doing this is there is a secret shop here in the town of Melfi that is only accessible at between 1800 and 2100 on the 6th, 15th, or 21st of each month. And we want an item from the secret shop. Book of Meteor Strike, which costs 50 grand, which is why we needed to sell that 81 copies of that statuette before.
Dang. That is quite a lot too.
Nope, I did not mean to enter the stronghold again, damn it. Alright, lost time. Hit the wrong button. Alright. Now, I am going to do a couple of things here. I'm going to give the go to which unit with Hawkman? Oh, that's right. Where is the... There we go. We are going to promote our sorceress to a witch, first things first. We are going to... Oh, no, we need to leave the change class menu. We're going to change this equipment. And we're going to change this equipment. So now our dupe witch has the Meteor Strike spell. We're also going to give that Flame Flail to our Hawkman while we're in here. Now, because they're all dupes, they all have those spell books and those flails now.
Yeah, that's big.
Pretty big indeed. Have you ever seen the Meteor Strike spell in this game?
I doubt it.
Well, I am going to show the animation for it because it's a nice one.
And that makes this just a time to improve on run.
Yeah, I mean this was always intended to be a practice run, so this is all fine. Okay. So what we're gonna do, we're going to dispatch Glinda, and we're going to dispatch. Is it the Witch plus Hawkman? Yeah. We are going to settings. Nope, not suspend. Settings. Turn the animation on just for a minute. We're going to pass our good items on to the one with the Hawkman in it. Send this straight at the boss. So, what we're doing here, we're sending out our unit with 4 Hawkmen plus 1 Witch to keep the Hawkmen safe while they level up and catch up to us. At least that's supposed to be the intention. This is not going the way it's supposed to. Yeah, I think I did something wrong here. It's not supposed to be that much of a stomp. Well, the witch also doesn't typically get paralyzed. let's do a quick little formation change. Oh, this is not. I don't know what happened there. Something happened there. I don't know what. We're going to do a little execute sort, and we're going to try to fix that in post. No? Alright. Something went horrendously wrong there while trying to move the units around. Probably because it was a bunch of duped characters on duped characters. So I'm going to pray that my last save was very recent. I think I
I
saved.
think it was.
I think I saved either right before or right after buying the meteor strike.
I'm pretty sure it was right after.
Let's find out. I am playing on hardware. Okay. So I think that this was right before the meteor strike because the day was wrong. It should be the 16th. Right? Yeah, 15th, 16th. So I need to buy the book still, I think. Right? Let me double check my money. That'll be my clue. Yeah, I didn't spend the money yet, so I need to go in and buy the spell book again. Practice run.
Mm-hmm.
Da, da, da. 6, 15, or 21 are the numbers I'm looking for. Cool.
North, were you having trouble getting an emulator that worked or finding an actual hardware piece that worked for the game? I'm not sure if you can hear me, but I can try to help.
Oh yeah, my buddy here also was having trouble emulating the game for a while, so might be an option. Um, and 1800. Okay, we have our meteor strike. All right, going to promote Glenda. We are going to equip Glenda with the spell book, and Ferdinando here with the flame flail. I'm going to try to fix the formation here, because that seems to be where things got screwy before. Okay, that should be fine. And I'm going to save now in case I screw things up again. But yeah, if the problem is acquiring hardware, then that's rough and weird, Northrix. Sorry to hear that. If you're trying to emulate and having issues, I was able to get it to run on the latest Project 64 with the, I think, 1.1 revision ROM, but there were some graphical glitches still, so a different emulator might be better. I'm not sure. Normally, I would recommend the Wii U Virtual Console release, but Nintendo decided to kill that, so that's a bummer. Okay, we're going to dispatch our two Glendas, and we are going to exchange those items again. I forgot to change the animation so you can see the meteor strike there. But that's how that fight's supposed to go, without
Quick.
getting paralyzed. Yeah,
Yeah.
without the witch getting paralyzed and taken out of the fight. Yeah, I'll turn the animation on so that we can see it in this next one. Because yeah, the point of this stage here is we're power leveling our Hawkmen a little bit. That's why I've got the witch with them to just nuke the units for them. Here's the meteor strike.
Oh my. Oh, yeah, nuke them.
It sure does nuke them. And yeah, with the manual of warfare, we are power leveling these Hawkmen right now. Turn the animations back off because it is a very slow spell, as you
Yeah.
saw.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine when you're doing one of them. It is not fine when you're doing five of them.
Mm-hmm. Even just every fight, it really adds up how slow it makes the run. Because
Yeah,
it
I
is a
bet it would.
long spell animation. Ballin' though. And then yeah, once the Hawkmen are power leveled enough, we'll eventually just have a unit of all Hawkmen um, that we'll just be sending to delete the bosses. But yeah, for now they need to catch up. Yeah, this guy's just like, I didn't make you do anything. I just gave you fruit that turns you into ogres. You're the one who decided to use it.
You
It's
should
like, yeah,
have
that's
known what dark power does. What do you mean
yeah.
dark power?
It's like you didn't tell me anything. You just said it was power. It's like, yeah, well, the implication, buddy. Yeah, I'll have to put into my notes for my next attempt to edit the formation of the Hawkman plus Witch unit so that they have a wall in front of her to reduce the chances of her getting sniped like that happened a little bit ago. Yeah, as soon as the meteor strike hits, the battle's over.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you still have a unit with like four of those.
Oh yeah, we still have a unit of nothing but witches with meteor strike. I don't think we really need them ever again though at this point. Oh, gotta hit my split. When I was practicing offline, I didn't have the timer, so I'm out of practice with actually hitting the timer when congratulations pops up, like I should be doing. I mean, the exact splits don't matter a whole lot. Only the end time is what really matters, but it can be useful for figuring out what I'm what stages I'm being slow on.
Yeah,
All right, we're gonna skip this
and see
cutscene.
helpful.
We can't skip this cutscene. Yeah. This guy's not here to manipulate you at all. He's not gonna give you a cursed relic and a cursed handmaiden. Fun fact: this woman, named Mary, although she was an orphan, she is actually the secret daughter of the big bad boss Rashidi, the evil sorcerer from the first game. She doesn't know
Sounds like a
that.
good
That's who.
guy.
Huh?
Sounds like a good guy.
Yeah, nah.
That's
He
what I'd
just.
name my good character, Rashidi the Evil Sorcerer.
Yeah. Well, if someone has the evil in their name, it's just for dressing. It's not. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, yeah. Because if they were actually evil, they wouldn't do that. That'd be silly.
Yeah, they wouldn't advertise it like that. But yeah, she doesn't know that she's the daughter of Rashidi, but she is, and that comes into play later in the story for those who are not familiar.
In this one, or March
In
of the
this
Black
sto- in
Queen?
the in this game, that comes into play. She is not at all in March of the Black Queen.
Oh,
I
okay.
she was like written for this game, I think, but yeah, idea being she's the daughter of Rashidi from March of the Black Queen. We want to go to. We want to go back to here. There's going to be an encounter here. Do 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 do. I think the unit we want to fight is going to be like over here. Yeah, we don't want to aggro the sorceress in the town, but there is a unit over here that will happily fight this phalanx. Oh, we missed him. Let me fix that. Like I said, part of the point right now is that we are trying to power level the Hawkman, but that we are still trying to do so with the minimum encounters. I think this path will work for what we want. Yeah, we're happy to fight the wizard and the black knight here, but I think we want to try to avoid those swordsmen. It is worth noting, in case it's not obvious, we are going to end up with the worst ending on the any percent run here.
It's not always obvious that the worst ending is the one you get.
Yeah,
You
it depends
won't get
on.
the best. That's pretty much a given. But
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, that's a good point. It's not always obvious that a speedrun will end up with the worst ending in a given game. In this game, though, for sure, we absolutely get the worst ending. Here, I'm going to try to make this real obvious for you. We're avoiding the swordsman. Good. Okay. I do like how this fight points out that there's a lot of bitter divisions even within the Revolutionary Army. Because like these guys are also a unit of the Revolutionary Army. They just disagree with the way Frederick is running things. Like that is how civil wars and revolutions tend to play out. They are not clean.
Why That's why they don't succeed very often.
Yeah, they often fall apart to infighting.
Those just usually don't get written about because you usually don't want to tell people how many times your government was attempted to be overthrown.
Yeah. Or if you do write about it, you undersell it.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, it was just a bunch of agitators, not a big deal. Oh, thank you, honey. Appreciate it.
Hi, Heather.
Oh, Steve says hi, Heather. Heather says hi. Yeah.
Oh, so are the Jets your guys' team for football?
Yeah.
Also, my sister in law's team and my sister, Kelly.
Really? Uh,
Yeah.
um,
So y'all just have bad times together.
the Jets have been having bad times for a very long time. That's right. I need to go here and do an investigation next.
They sure have.
Dispatch. Okay. So the reason we're coming to this stage is because we are going to go pick up a piece of equipment that we need to promote our Hawkman to the Raven class for later. And by later, I mean immediately after we get it.
Right, right. It should be later, but
Yeah, because of our power leveling, they are ready
that's
for it now.
yeah, they have all the stats required already.
Yep, there it is. Got the armament. We want to exit stage, right? Yeah. We want class command. No. Unit commands. Change class. Hawkman to Raven. I always thought that was weird about this game, how you not only need them to have the right stats and alignment for a class upgrade, but you also have to have the right equipment.
I'm not sure I knew that.
Yeah, just
Unless it's like the obvious item description that says used for something something,
no, we need
but I
exchange.
don't remember. It's been too long and I wasn't reading the item.
We're going to give Magnus 2 witches here as additional bodyguards because we don't need that unit of all witches anymore. We are going to change the leader of this unit to one of our new ravens, and we are going to swap out this witch for a 5th raven. All right. Yeah, we no longer need the witch to protect them. They are ready to fight on their own. Oh yeah, let's do a little sorting out here. So we're gonna put this guy in slot 2. Um, I think that's everything I need to do here. I'm gonna save just in case I forgot something. But yeah, we're now at the point where we're just gonna send these flyers straight at pretty much every boss. The instructions I left for myself in my notes says dispatch all ravens caw caw.
That's pretty complicated. You sure you can follow that?
Yeah, I'm not sure what I mean by that. I think I wrote it in code of some kind.
Well, we're in the battle, so let's dispatch all ravens.
Can't hurt. We are going to have him go here. Basically the same path we followed the last time we were on the stage, just a little bit modified because he can fly. Not that different though, to be honest.
Not different enough to be interesting, but different.
Yep. Yep. And now we have 4 witches with Magnus. Nothing will survive. Magnus is untouchable now, thanks to his witch bodyguards. You can see from the minimap that we're doing an okay job of having our Raven dodge the enemies. I don't know why some of these enemies have dialogue and others don't. Good, we managed to dodge the swordsman there. Yeah, the Ravens don't have the meteor strike, but with the flame flails and the power leveling that we had them do, they're pretty tough. They also have a pretty high crit chance, which works out well in our favor in a lot of fights. A minor piece of RNG that can speed up or slow down fights, depending whether they hit their crits or not, but they're basically guaranteed to win most bosses in one encounter, maybe two. And we're just going to scoot through the next few stages. We've done basically all the setup at this point that the run needs. Now it's just a matter of,
Getting through it.
yeah, being slick with movement on the stages to avoid unnecessary encounters. We want to go right about here, and then right to the boss. I was watching the wrong screen for a second and hit A by accident there. the first action meteor strike makes me laugh every time. Like, holy crap.
I mean, 4 times leveled speed stat.
Yeah, the witches going first with meteor strike is just so deadly. Now, Ankaseth is recruitable. I think I mentioned this before. He is recruitable on the neutral or the good path, I think. I could be misremembering. Which is kind of nice, so you can have your dad on your side. Hmm. I think I actually want to edit this formation. I think I want the ones in the back row and the middle row so that they're using their weapon attack instead of their thunder magic. I think the flail does a little more damage. I'll have to do that real quick. Yeah, Ankaseth here is very much like, I get why you're doing what you're doing, but I believe that revolution causes more problems than it fixes. And that's a fair stance in some cases. In this particular case, the revolution is needed, but we have the advantage of knowing in advance how all this plays out because it's a straight fictional narrative.
30-year-old game.
Yeah, like we know what the bad guys are doing behind the scenes. Now, as I pointed out before, Mary here is the daughter of Rashidi, but she doesn't know that. However, other people do know that, and they are happy to take advantage of that. All right, let me go change that formation real quick before I forget. And we are going to mount Ithaca. This is another one of those cutscenes where I believe those generic units are replaced with Dio and Leia if they're in the party, and they have more dialogue. Okay. Let's see if I can get the movement right on this stage, because this one can get tricky. So we're going to start by beelining it to the fort, but okay, we should just dodge the wizard. Nice. We should just dodge it. Okay. Think that we're in the clear for unnecessary encounters here. Yeah, there is one fight at base. Yeah, I have that in my notes. You can't outrun this one fight. Actually, I probably could outrun it if I do a more straight line. I gotta see if I can figure that out. Potential area for improvement. Alright, everybody, gang up on Raid. Get his cool sword.
Is it Balmung? Is that what it's called?
I think so. That is definitely one of the swords in this.
The other one I liked was, I think, Hera or something.
Sword of Fire Drake. That's what this one is. Balmung is definitely a sword in this, though, somewhere. I recognize that name. Alright. Here in this conversation, uh, the Zenobians are telling us that they're going to go off on their own side quest, but Saradin is going to stay with us if we will have him. And we are going to go ahead and say yes to him joining our army because it does not slow us down to say yes at all. We never use him, but like I said, it doesn't slow anything down to take him. We want to go to the Azure Plains. Yeah, a lot of the interesting parts of the run are done, like from a gameplay wise, at least, unfortunately. The only thing from this point on is optimizing movement. Because due to our earlier setups, we basically cannot lose fights anymore. There is no risk of that. But that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to move. Now, there are so many enemies flying at us on this stage that we pretty much have to take an encounter. One way or another. Threading the needle is just too precise. It might be doable, but
You're not at that part of the practice speedrun yet.
No, not for this stage anyway.
You're talking about saving 15 seconds on something that, and is it gonna, you might save 15 seconds. It might take you longer to avoid them.
Yeah, depending on how goofy the pathing gets. Like ideally, yes, this fight at the base should be the only required encounter besides the boss. If everything goes according to plan. Like I said, I'm not worrying about that. I'm okay taking one extra encounter there because it is hard to avoid, and I just want to try to get a complete run done. This guy has a cool sword too. Did I ever change our? Nah. These guys needed to have their tactics updated. I was like, how come they're just swinging at his buddies, wasting my time? I never changed their strategy to attack leader. That should help a little bit. Congratulations.
Time.
I wish. Dad? Is that you, Dad? That rebel ain't right. That was my terrible King of the Hill impressions. Thank you, thank you.
Oh.
Yeah. Storyline here. Are you familiar with Ankaseth's involvement with Yumel and Magnus and all that?
Don't remember it. I used to be, but I do not remember it.
Totally fair. Yeah. The short version is um, the king tried to have his own son, Prince Yumel, assassinated when he was a boy. Ankaseth intercepted the assassin and killed the assassin, but the assassin was himself a nobleman, and basically kind of just became a whole shit show. Where in order to save face for both the king and himself, Ankaseth accepted being like branded as a murderer, but let off on the charges. Like the king like pardoned him basically, but like everyone knows that he killed a guy. Nobody knows the real reason why. Nobody knows that the guy was trying to kill the prince. Oh, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to dispatch. Ankaseth says that the king was not in his right mind when he ordered the assassination. How true that is, it's hard to say. There's rumors that you can hear from visiting villages and stuff that the king is not all there. Whole lot of drama. And Magnus always kind of like resented the fact that Ankaseth did not come clean with anybody about why it happened that way. Ah, I wasn't paying attention. This encounter is avoidable. Well, we'll take the level up. Why not?
I want to
Raven's
say
getting swole.
somewhere around here is like the furthest I ever got.
Like around the time where like legions are introduced, like that's why they have those numbers over their heads there.
Yeah.
It was an interesting mechanic to try to like increase the scale of the battles, I guess, make them feel bigger. Like you have like units tied together as part of what the game calls a legion, and they kind of like all move together and fight together, basically. Well, fight together is a very loose term. They basically just move as one. And now, if we had chosen some different dialogue options, we could recruit Ankaseth here, but we're not going to because we did not choose the dialogue options to do that because that would be slower. If we'd chosen the other dialogue options prior to this fight, rather than Ankaseth as the boss, we'd be fighting someone else.
Instead, he's dead.
Not quite. He is going to be, but he's not quite dead yet. We've got to have our dramatic near-death conversation. And then this asshole.
And you're just watching.
Pretty much.
Oh, okay. If he could just teleport, then
Yeah. Like, I don't know if we knew that he could teleport, but he can, so yeah. Not a lot we could have done anyway. And that's effectively another big chunk of the game. Skipping some cutscenes. You can skip some of the cutscenes that take place um, at the end of like chapters of the game, but not most. Yeah, here we've got the king. We've got Yumil's brother, Amrius. But most importantly, we've got the frickin' church. Well, one of the churches. There is a less bad church that we deal with later. Amrius tries to be brave here, but he's not that guy. Yeah, so Frederick's plan is to go to the Western Orthodox Church and try to get them on our side because they've been neutral so far. The Holy Lotus Empire and their branch of the church is obviously against us. This guy Zevek is an asshole. All right. We are going back to Dardanelles for the next stage. Because we need to make our way towards the church, the neutral one. Our movement on this stage is going to be very similar to how it was the last time we were here. But now we have a flyer and a different soundtrack. Groovy. I think we should be good here. Just want to avoid. Yeah, there's a cleric on the crossroads by the boss.
Fight it out.
Write it
Kaboom.
out. All right, we fought it out. They are gone. Glamdring was found. Oh, hang on. Let's. Can we make the movement a little less southerly? We want to try to avoid fighting that cleric. There we go.
Perfect.
I like how they spelled Eugene for this boss's name. Look,
Oh,
you Jean.
jeez.
Big fan of that. Bye, Eugene. Another congratulations for us. Yeah, in a lot of these cutscenes, basically anytime you see a generic knight and a generic Valkyrie, that should be Leia and Dio.
Okay. But they had too much text.
Yeah, they add too much text, so they had to go. Okay. Now on this stage, we shouldn't have to do any fancy moving, but there are multiple enemies stacked up on the boss fort. Bye, Heather. And that's going to be mildly annoying to punch through. That's not the right fort. We want him to go to this fort.
Just straight line this time.
Pretty much. If I have it correct in my notes, like just moving a straight line like that should be fine for this stage. It should not cause any unwanted encounters. But yeah, like where the issue comes in is just that there's a bunch of guys stacked up on the boss fort here. We're also gonna have to deal with a couple of fights on the home front.
And that's so close. It's such a shame.
Yeah, I'm not sure if like faster input would have helped that or not. Big crit.
Nice.
And that wasn't actually the boss, that was just a guy standing on top of the boss. And here's another guy who's just standing on top of the boss. But yeah, our ravens are so over leveled at this point.
Mm-hmm. Because they essentially have 5 times the levels that they have.
Yep.
You tell them, Ferdinando.
Heck him up, Ferdinando. Oh, did not mean to hit Z there. Oh, that's fun. I actually didn't know. If you hit Z mid battle, you can turn the animations on or off mid battle. That's news to me. And of course, this guy just teleports away. Rude.
Segment clear.
Oh, yeah. Cutscene time.
Oh, maybe I. This looks familiar. Maybe I got this far.
You might have.
Doesn't Yumel join you?
Uh, he does not join you, but there are two different paths where he can be either more homicidal or more sane, depending on your choices and what stages you do in what order.
Oh, okay.
We do get the more sane version of Yumel on this run.
How many segments are there, roughly?
Like chapters in the game, or how many
Yeah,
stages?
chapters, I guess.
I want to
Stages.
say, I
Either.
want to say like 4 chapters, including the prologue. I want to say. Um, there's 42 stages in the game, and we are playing 33 of
Okay.
them on this route. Where was I? Fair Heights. Yeah, this is where we want to be. Alrighty. Fun fact: this character is Leia's adopted sister.
Ah,
If you have Leia still, you can recruit her, and she also has a lot more dialogue if Leia's here. Another reason why we get rid of Leia. Also, hence why the dialogue here looks the way it does. Like he is implying that she's dead because the game treats her as dead because we disbanded her before, or
Hmm.
whatever the terminology was, discharge. But yeah, if you have Leia with you, you can recruit her sister there. We want to go to this rock right over here, and then to the boss. And hopefully this will avoid encounters. We may have to keep an eye on things. Alright, we should be fine with those guys. Okay, this Hawkman might catch us. No, we're too fast because we have the figurine asleep near. Nice. Alright. Can we thread the needle here a bit? Nope. Oh, yes, we hit the angel fruit. I thought we hit the unit. Haha. Perfectly routed.
Nice. Oh, that looks like a Black Knight.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, pile of Tubby Boys.
Oh, yeah, we got some phalanxes, I
One
think they
shot them
are.
all.
Don't need to one-shot them all if we just one-shot the boss.
Yep.
Yeah, if you remember, this guy is the one of the guys from the prologue who was like one of Yumel's bodyguards initially.
Mm. And you
We get
just
his
murdered
axe.
him.
Oh yeah, he's dead. We get his cool axe that we're not going to use.
No, you don't give that to the Ravens.
No, there we don't need to adjust them at all at this point anymore.
Fair. They're one-shotting anything they touch now.
Oh yeah,
They have
like I
been
said,
for 2 or 3 levels.
yeah, like I said, at this point in the run, we pretty much can't lose a fight. It's just a matter of optimizing movement, avoiding unnecessary encounters, mashing really good through the cutscenes. We want this one. Hmm. I was hoping to avoid this, but I'm probably gonna have to take like a minute break at some point for a bio break. Gonna see if I can wait until
Yeah.
I'm at on a long stage where I can just send my guy off. Try to optimize my time there. I'm not used to doing runs longer, like this long yet. All of my March of the Black Queen runs were like an hour and a half long max usually. We want to go here, and then here. I think I should avoid that Black Knight with that movement. Nice. We have a whole legion coming in on Magnus.
Mhm.
Two whole legions approaching Magnus, actually.
I think he has Meteor.
He has Meteor. Magnus is about to get some unintentional power leveling. I'm not sure if with faster movement I can avoid these fights or not. They
I don't
approach
think
pretty
these
quickly.
ones.
Yeah, these guys come in pretty hot.
It's really just how many of them do you have to do? Can you?
Yeah, so that was two that we had to fight
Okay,
there.
that's pretty good.
Yeah. All right, Ferdinando's, get him. Wow.
He got an attack off.
Yeah, shocking.
So that was one where a crit in the right place would save you a couple seconds.
Absolutely. I do kind of wish I had the option to recruit these guys here. I don't think the game gives you an option no matter what you're doing. Because they're just like, no, we don't want mercenaries. It's like, that's what they're for, guy. Come on, you're fighting a war.
Mm-hmm.
But Magnus is like, no, this is about ideals, not about money. So that's not how you win a revolution, man.
Hugo, didn't you hear him? He started that conversation with, "We don't have time to waste." Oh, this looks like another quick one.
Should be. My notes here is just dispatch all ravens. Ice patch. And then I have that to try to avoid that wizard. And we'll see if we manage to pull it off. All right, the bad pathing is working in our favor there because that wizard's trying to walk down the road away from
Yeah.
us.
Oh, ogres.
It, Meteor strike melts them just as well as it does other people. Heck yeah. All right, so yeah, that went fine. Except Ferdinando is not moving.
I guess he didn't hit the last.
Yeah, I must not have. That's annoying because,
So this is definitely one fight, maybe two when you do it right, but I think
yep,
you're gonna have like four this time.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, this is one that could easily be improved upon then. Just gotta tighten up that movement a little bit.
Yeah, caught the wizard.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh my
Like,
god.
I guess he's supposed to be a necromancer because he's got zombies and skellies with him. Like, thematically, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely would be easy to avoid all that if I path that just a little bit better. Okay. Yeah, and now story-wise, we're starting to get our first whiffs of the greater plot of there being a faction that's trying to intentionally acquire the power of the Netherworld. And they seem to think that the key to doing so is through the prince.
Be a good boy and take your candy.
Yeah, eat the evil candy, Prince Yumel. Only it turns out, uh-oh, rather than
He's too
making him,
holy for you.
yeah, it turns out that he's basically Jesus, and giving him infernal power just turns him Super Saiyan. Magic hugs. Oh, I forgot to hit my split back there. That's fine. Okay. Couple of failed plots aligning there. The Knights of the Cageenius Order are like, yeah, no, we're behind this and we're smarter than you. And what we learn on this stage, and I think the next stage, is that they've been intentionally spreading rumors that the Revolutionary Army is the one who's been unleashing the ogres, not them. So that's going to cause a little confusion. We're going to go here, here, and here. We should be able to go around this first legion here that way, hopefully. Yep, it's good.
Mean.
Did not mean to mash that. Don't need to have the pop up there. Oh my god. Fernando's hitting so hard.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. This guy. It's like, I was just doing what I was told. Please don't hoit me. I'll tell you everything. I like how he just like sneaks off frame during
Sneaky,
this
sneaky,
conversation.
sneaky.
It's funny. Yeah. This is the same bishop who does your little fortune telling at the start of the game.
Oh.
That's the connection there.
Oh, split.
Uh, yes, you are right. I keep forgetting. I tried to do it when the congratulations screen pops up, but I keep forgetting. Meanwhile, Prince Yumel's gone. What happened? It doesn't matter. We gotta go fight. Thanks to the fact that our ravens can fly, this is also a pretty straightforward one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, not having to worry about terrain really makes this one easy. On that note, I'm gonna AFK for a second. Ah, that was unfortunate that there was an item pickup right there.
About a minute and 15 seconds lost.
Whoops. But, you know, that's something I can
Yeah,
plan around better for future.
yeah.
I like this cutscene because it looks like he's just wildly swinging a sword around and being mad that nothing's happening, which is basically what's happening. He's under the impression that all he needs to do is bring like this relic sword to this circle to acquire the power of the netherworld. And that's not quite true. You also need to be of the right bloodline, which he was not.
Oh, I was gonna say you also need to spill blood,
Close.
and then boom, you summon the power of the netherworld
That
because you killed him on it.
would be funny. Split. There we go. Yeah, about a minute and a half extra there than needed. That's fine. We're getting close to the end game now. Only like 10 stages left, and they should all only take a few minutes each. The cutscenes are what really adds to the time.
Hmm.
Yeah. Prince Yumil, what are you doing here?
It's Delita all over again.
Just bleed just a little bit of the right bloodline in there. And we got ourselves a Chaos Gate. Yike-roonies.
A little late, bud.
Yeah, you guys watched all that happen. Whoa, whoa, wee, whoa. We got demons coming. And now we get to do the same stage again, but this time it's overrun with demons. Hey, it's Saradin here to give us a lore dump on Chaos Gates.
And I guess not accepting him doesn't help.
Yeah, I think you end up having someone else in that cutscene, and they also are like, "What's going on?" So it ends up being like time neutral, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but oh well. We have Saradin, and he doesn't have that much dialogue there, so I'm sure it's fine. So now we're coming at the temple from a different angle, but it's the same stage again. We probably just want to go right here, right there. And this should work out so that we avoid the Legion. And we are going to outrun everyone else up there that's north of us.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, this one's a quickie. Meanwhile, some of the heroes from the last game are going to just fight some dudes. The gray-haired guy there is Gilbert, the optionally recruitable boss from the third stage of March of the Black Queen.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I usually just kill him and move on because I do any percent.
Hmm.
And recruiting him actually does take a hot minute. Like on his stage, you have to go to a town to hear a rumor about a hawkman named Canopus. You have to go to another town to acquire an item of his, and then you have to go back to another town to recruit Canopus, and then you can go fight Gilbert. And if Canopus is with your army, you have the option of Gilbert joining your party too, because he and Canopus are friends. And that's really slow,
Well,
so we don't do that in
that's
the
pretty
80% speed
defensible.
run.
Yeah.
But yeah, clearly, canonically, you do end up recruiting him because he's here. Okay, so now we're entering chapter 4, I believe. And we can skip this bit. Okay. The plot thickens. We got demons with the king and with the Knights of Lotus. Oh man. Yumel's brother is like trying to maintain some independence here from Lotus. But in doing so, they use the Infernal Aura. So they're basically demon corrupted.
Oh boy. Ha 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 ha.
Mine is an evil laugh. So the church isn't going to join us, but they are going to try to lock down that chaos gate that opened. Seems like a good thing for a church to do.
Yeah.
And the Caliginius Order and the Knights of Lotus. You know, a lot of bad stuff all colliding here. Magnus got an upgraded portrait because he's a little older now. We are going to Gules Hills. Right. This one is another mostly straightforward one, but we're going to do a little bit of weird pathing to try to draw out an extra unit that's on top of the boss. It might not work, or at least not the way I intended to. We'll see. This is one of my favorite tracks. It's like a remix of one from March of the Black Queen. Alright, so we want to go there, we want to go here, we want to go there. And what we're going to try to accomplish with this movement is aggro a second guy that's standing on top of the boss, pull him out of the base, and then go around him and just fight the boss. Ideally, that's how this is going to play out. And also, Max is going to have to delete some guys with his bad witches. They had some weird pathing there.
Yeah, they kind of split off and then aimed at you at the same time.
Yeah, that was a little strange. Doesn't make a huge difference, but what can you do? Got some Dargans, and they're gone. There's so many cool units you can recruit in this game. Alright, alright, there's the guy we're aggroing. Oh, there's two of them, I didn't even realize. We're not going to manage to avoid the second one. But we are going to manage to avoid one of them, so that went okay, actually.
Yeah, you spend too much time and it's faster to just kill them.
Yep. And we are at the boss. So yeah, we did manage to avoid one of the optional encounters. Slightly better movement might be able to avoid both of them. Ooh, instantly crit on the boss. Love it.
Instantly did enough damage to delete 3 people.
Yeah, oh my god. Yeah, using glitches makes your guys too strong to handle for the game. Who would have thought?
Better
Split.
hope you don't integer overflow their stats.
Duh. There's Glamdring again. That was also a random drop off a guy. Ah, I love this part. Among Us! Among Us reference! We have a spy among us!
Mm.
Okay. I always like to stop on that.
Yes. Yeah, the game from 20 years ago clearly referencing
Is definitely an
the
Among Us reference.
a hit 2020 social deduction video game.
Okay, let's see. This one is mostly straightforward. Just have to do a little bit of movement. Right about here. Right about here. And then to the boss. That ought to do the trick. These Hawkmen are definitely going to hit Magnus. That's fine. I don't think there's any way to avoid that. Luckily, Meteor Strike ends fights really fast.
Sure does.
464 damage to that one pixie. My goodness. And what do we have here?
Oh, it's Sevik.
It's Zevik, that asshole. He was the spy among us. He was the imposter. Smack him with your hammer. Okay, it took 2 hammer smacks to take him down. The crit there would have also saved us like 5 seconds, yeah. Okay. Fort Romulus, next stage. This is a cool stage. I definitely never saw this one when I was playing it when I was younger. I never got this far.
Oh, yeah, no. I've never seen this.
Yeah, there's like a bunch of gates and stuff that we're just gonna fly over with our Raven.
Cool.
But otherwise you have to like fight your way into the fortress, yeah. This one also has a time limit, unlike most stages, which is kind of cool. Not going to be a factor for us, but in a casual playthrough, yes. And we also have to monitor our movement here to avoid some wandering patrols. Here they are. Okay, we should be good. Alright, I think we're good. We're gonna move here, we're gonna move here, and then we're gonna go there. No, no, no. Okay, okay, okay. He's supposed to move right here and then be able to fly over this little segment right here. Right? Nice. So, a fun fact, you are not supposed to be able to fly over the wall in this part, but there's a little gap right there where for some reason it's not coded like the other parts of the wall, so you can fly through that little gap right there.
Oh.
And now we fight Mr. Demon Corrupted Prince Amrius, brother of Yumel.
Alone?
This is only phase one, don't worry.
Ooh.
Now he's gonna fight us with all his power. AKA he's gonna summon demons. Joke's on him though, because he left a lane open in the middle where we can just hit him in melee.
Bonk.
Yep. That's a big old bonk.
Traitors. That's old news, man.
Yeah. This isn't about politics anymore. Now it's about demons and shit, man. You're like 2 chapters behind on the story, bro. The rebellion barely even matters at this point. There's demons
Well,
everywhere.
you got to go do the Dragon Slayer quest so you can wear that rune plate.
Hmm. I got to, but I'm not going to. Which one's that? That's old school RuneScape reference?
Yeah,
Yeah. God, I haven't played RuneScape in a very, very, very long time.
I played a little yesterday.
We are going to the Blue Basilica next. Yeah, just for some quick reference, we have skipped about 5 optional stages so far. Optional in the sense that they're not needed to complete the game, not optional depending on what ending you're going for. Because we don't care
Right.
if we get the bad ending, we are okay with skipping some of those stages. In fact, we're okay skipping every stage. Oh, hey, what's going on in here? It's your boy Yumel, and he's got demon buddies.
You're not hiding very well, Mr. Guard.
Like, what do you think you're going to accomplish there? He's like, guard, kill my son. So the demon knight is just like, nope.
Oh, evaporated him. Okay.
Yup. The Knights of Danica. Alright, this is another pretty straightforward one. We're just going to dispatch our ravens, send them straight at the boss. And whatever happens, happens. Maybe someone dies, who knows? Nope. Oh, that's not the right stage. That's not the right castle. Move to the castle. There we go. Easy mistake to clean up in a future run.
Yeah.
McPherson. That's actually a legitimate name. Kill them all.
Kaboom.
Yeah, it's like every single encounter is leveling them up because on paper they're under leveled right now. But as we know, they're effectively getting the stats as if they leveled up 5 times if, every time they level up. So, no, they're actually not under leveled. Not in the slightest.
I wonder if you could shave a couple seconds by having the camera closer to where each fight's going to take place.
Mm, you can if you can figure out like how to avoid
Which
any
battle's
other
going to be
jerking of the
next?
yeah, because well, I mean it's about the same amount of time whether the camera jerks because of the encounter or because you moved it manually. So it's kind of like a net neutral time loss slash gain.
Okay.
If you
5
can,
more.
yeah, we're getting
6
there.
more.
5, I think. Yeah, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. So, yeah, 6. So here we're getting a lore drop. There is a goddess, Danica. Um, she is in the underworld. She is not originally from the underworld, but that is where she lives. She is. Shit, what's the Greek mythology analog? Um, Persephone. She's basically
Oh,
Persephone from
okay.
Greek myth. She was brought to the underworld to wed um, the to wed Diablo, basically as like part of an agreement that he would stay in hell. Um, she was originally the goddess of fertility, and she's very like friendly to humanity, but obviously spending an eternity in the underworld can twist your personality a little bit. So she's effectively developed a second personality that she occasionally flips between, where she's more of a goddess of death. And that's what we have to deal with. A goddess who flips between wanting to be helpful and a goddess who wants to kill everyone and thinks that that's helpful.
Hmm, perfect.
Meanwhile, cute little flashback to them as kids. Magnus reflecting on how sad it is that he's got to fight Yumel.
How sad it is that he watched his friend cast himself into oblivion with
Yep,
unknowable magic.
yep. And here's the flashback to that assassination attempt I was referring to before. The one that Ankaseth stopped, but he did kill a nobleman in the process, and everything got covered up. So the only thing people remember about Ankaseth is that he killed a guy under mysterious circumstances, but was then pardoned. Magnus having some angst, understandably so. He's been through a lot lately. He also saw a lot as a kid.
Yeah, had to watch his papa murder a man.
Yeah, a man who just minutes ago had tried to murder him and his friend.
Hmm.
Flashback to when Magnus left for the military academy as a teenage boy. Okay. Now on this stage, we have to fight bosses at 2 castles before the stage will end. But otherwise, it's pretty straightforward. I love how wide the pauldrons make Magnus look from the diagonal angles
Yeah,
there.
isometrics, man.
Yeah. Like, I do love the art style of this game. It's very nostalgic to me, but there's some goofy frames because of that. So we're going to go
Oh yeah.
here, then we are going to go here, and then here. Now, uh, the Legion up north is going to reach Magnus, and there's nothing we can do about that. So Magnus is going to get some power
Good.
leveling in on this stage.
8 troops going up there.
Yep. Unfortunately, there's no way that we can get to the boss before they get to Magnus. That's okay though, because they're just gonna get instantly deleted anyway.
Mhm.
Hmm. Appeared to have a spammer in my chat.
Can you ban them?
I think so.
Oh,
Yes.
you got an item.
I was looking at the chat trying to figure out how to ban
Yeah.
that spammer. These meteor circuits are just getting bigger and bigger, baby.
Are we breaking 600 yet?
Oh yeah. That one was 700 on
Oh,
some of them.
we damage cap before the game ends.
Yeah. We hitting 4 digits with this one, boys. Yeah, we're finally at the point where the
Oh,
witches are not automatically leveling up after each encounter. Just absurd amounts of damage. I got to one of the bosses before the other guy got to Magnus. Unfortunately, we got to kill 2 bosses on this stage, so this isn't going to be the end of it.
you're just making sure you're strong enough for the last boss.
Yeah, we got to be able to one-shot the last boss, that's all.
You got to really flex on your speedrun time and take Magnus to the final boss. Just solo.
All right, we should be able to finish this before those 3 guys get to Magnus at
Oh,
least.
yeah.
Yeah, easy. Bonk.
Lit.
We did it. So what we're finding out here is that Yumel is believed to be the child of prophecy who is going to wield the power of his bloodline and hell to basically just be a superhero. However, he does not truly have control of that power, and he can be manipulated, and he can be killed still. Also, we got another fortress stage here.
Our favorite.
Yeah, the only really thing about this one is, like the other one, we have to watch out for patrolling enemies. Try to avoid them. But shouldn't be too bad. We're gonna commit some
Jarring, the
regicide.
art difference.
Yeah, a little bit. Like it really feels like a different team worked on these stages than the early ones. So we want to go here. We want to go here. And then we want to go there. Now, normally we can't fly over that wall surrounding surrounding the castle. However, if you use that menu to select the target where you want to move, for some reason it just lets you.
Oh,
Yeah, I think that's just an oversight when they were programming the walls in this game. Walls are a suggestion, not a rule. Why does our guy look stuck? Oh, nope, it just took him forever to get over the wall. Okay, I was nervous there for a second. I don't know where you're going, buddy. You need to go here. Your pathing is not taking you on a good path. Alright, let's get until... Alright, we're going to tell him exactly what we want him to do. And he is still... Okay, there we go. We are going to be okay.
maybe path him with the menu now.
Yeah. There's a guy in the middle of the courtyard there that we do want to avoid. Yep, he's still not doing it. Let's go up here. Move. Palace. There we go. Now he's flying over the wall like we want him to. Yep. Yeah, that guy in the middle of the courtyard there is who we're trying to avoid.
Success.
Yeah.
Regicide.
Woo! King's like, everyone else is dealing damage, we might as well too! Oops.
Ooh,
Big crit.
enough to take out the entire team.
He's a beefy
No, you're
guy.
dead, dude.
Yeah, nah.
You're dead.
No, he's gotta die more dramatically. Meow. Get removed from existence, King. And this is the path where Yumel's more sane. Yeah. I like how his name changed to King Yumel. Now, funnily enough, he has the same weakness as his father. Getting bonked on
Mace.
the head by an overleveled Hawkman.
Runs in the family, I guess.
Oh yeah. Genetic trait. Well, we did it. We overthrew the noble family.
Oh, rare candy.
Wow. Drama time. So here we get the plot drop that Yumel is actually descended of Danica,
Oh, okay.
which is why he was able to open the Chaos Gate and why he's able to use the Infernal Aura without going completely insane. Unfortunately, he is no longer useful to the bad guys. Being a child of fate does not make you immune to stabbing.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't work for bonking, so.
Right.
Ogre
He said it.
battle.
He did it. He said the name of the game in the game. Ogre Battle.
That's at least the second time I've seen that.
Yeah. Sadness.
I don't know. We already watched him die once.
Nah.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
Alright, so now that we've finished our rebellion, it's time to go save the world. We want to go to the Aura Plains.
We've rebelled. Yay!
Unfortunately, now they plan on using Mary here to summon Danica. They were going to have Yumel do it, but Yumel said he wasn't going to because he wanted to use his powers for good. Mary, being the daughter of Rashidi, is also an acceptable sacrifice to resurrect Danica. Well, summon Danica, I suppose, is more appropriate. She's more like sealed away than dead.
He's in the underworld. It's half dozen one, six the other.
Pretty much. There's no practical difference.
Let me guess. Deploy Ravens, caw, caw, caw.
Pretty much. We are going to try to do a little bit of fancy maneuvering to, again, lure out a second unit that's sitting on top of the boss and avoid having to fight them. Uh, Time will tell if we are successful in that. So we're gonna move like here, here, here. And hopefully that works the way we want it to. Nice. Dodge the Black Knight. Trying to monitor everything from the mini map because moving the camera loses time.
Ah.
Plus, the camera's gonna get jerked there anyway when you hit that item.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite and least favorite parts about this game is the cool items scattered on the map.
Yeah, like hunting for them is a
I want
chore.
them all, but
Yeah.
I don't want to spend all the time researching where all of them are and
Ah, damn, we just barely missed this optional counter on Magnus. Gotta figure out how to tighten that up just a little bit. 800's in the damage now. Let's go. But yeah, if the next time you are playing this game, you do want to try to grab all the items without having to do a ton of research. OgreBattle64.net has maps of every stage and all the items that are on them.
Oh, cool. I mean, I probably will do research before I play again. Want to pick an ending that I want to go for, and
Yeah.
need to learn how to do liberation versus control or whatever it's called.
Capture versus liberation, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chaos Frame is the most convoluted mechanic to ever be in a game like this. The way I understand it is if you want to liberate, you should send a unit with a similar um, alignment as the town you're capturing's morale.
Yeah.
All right, we're in the end game now. Only 3 more stages. And these ones are relatively quick compared to some of the previous ones. It's just that, you know, we're in the end game, so there's going to be cutscenes.
Hmm.
Under pressure. These two are brothers. Richard the Dragonheart and Baldwin.
Kill Baldwin already. Such a
Yeah,
jerk.
yeah. Nah, Baldwin's the worst. Hate him. Hugo's basically saying like we have the last two like interlopers from Lotus here, so let's go kill them. Go to one. Do, do, do. Ah, dang. You can just avoid this guy if you aim your positioning good. It's alright. Bunch of bonking will do it. Definitely did it intentionally for a free level up. Alright, Baldwin. You jerk. Let's fight. And stay down. No. He keeps doing that. Alright. We have here the last fortress slash castle stage. And hopefully this means what this does mean. The last time we have to deal with weird glitchy walls.
Yay.
We want to go here. We want to go here. We want to go right about here. If I aimed those good, we should avoid the patrol. Nice. Yeah, do still have guys bum rushing at Magnus.
Kaboom.
they,
Get to
they,
those 900s.
yeah. Let's see a 900 damage roll, baby. Let's see. We want to now move. We want to try to thread this needle here. I don't know if we're going to. He's gonna fly a little too close to Kojiro here, I think. Yep. Okay. Damn.
At this point, just go straight to the point, right?
There's more
I don't
encounters
know if
inside
there's.
the courtyard
Yeah.
that we can avoid, yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
we do
just thought
still want
about
to,
that because you can't see them.
yeah. So we do still want to avoid going through the gate. That said,
He's
uh,
pathing all over that wall.
yeah. Yeah, the pathing is kind of a joke.
Ah.
Getting very close to hitting for
Yeah.
900 there. Do our little menu trick to have him fly over this wall again.
Oh
There
my
he
god.
goes.
That animation appearance.
Bonk.
Again?
These guys just keep teleporting. All right. Baldwin and Richard meet. Well, they meet up again. Baldwin's gonna be an asshole because he's very good at being an asshole. He really wound up his shot there. Richard could have moved if he wanted to. And so basically there, Richard is loyal to Lotus. He wants to use the power of Danica for the Empire. Baldwin wants it for himself, just he himself personally. The sleeping goddess. So here, be a good girl and stab yourself to resurrect a goddess. She's like, no, I'm not gonna cooperate. Yeah, stab that witch. Now, if she just walked away, none of what's about to happen would happen. But she thinks that she can somehow use the Chaos Gate to bring Yumel back to life.
No, we killed him.
You know, he's fucking dead. She does not understand how this works. She's unfortunately been used as a puppet for most of this. Okay, so we're gonna go kill Baldwin for real, for real.
Hooray, hooray.
Because he is obnoxious and he has been kicking around for too long. We're going to go here, into here, into the boss. And that really should be it for the movement on this stage. There's not a lot going on, honestly, considering it's effectively the last stage of the game. Nothing too
Yeah.
nothing too complicated to worry about. Just set your waypoints properly, let it ride. And of course, we gotta drop a meteor on these guys. Oh, did not mean to interrupt. There we go. There we go. I saw a 900 on the guy in the back.
Yep, I saw 905 in back middle.
Heck yeah, Kevin.
And that's it. Just walk away and come back to hit the stage complete button.
Not quite. you see, unfortunately, this is a two-stage boss.
Ah,
Because what is going to happen is we are going to fight Baldwin, we are going to beat up Baldwin, and then Danica is going to come out to play. Because, what's a good Japanese role playing game without killing a god at the end? That said, it won't take too
yeah.
long.
You either have to kill a god or find out that your ally from the beginning was a god the whole time, and then also kill a god.
Yeah. Like I said, there's not a lot we actually have to do here. Yeah, Baldwin's under the impression that he can, like, kill Danica to become a god. And that's just really
Well,
not
we'll
how this
find out.
works. Yeah. Spoiler alert. We kill Danica and we don't become a god, so his plan was flawed from the start.
And he teleports away again.
Don't worry, he'll get his. It's cutscene time. Yeah, big lore dump here, but yeah, just a bit she's basically Persephone. Oh, my internet just blink a little there.
I
Oh,
didn't notice.
okay. Rude. Yeah, Danica's just like, no, fuck you, buddy. You don't get to tell me what to do. That's not how this works.
Look, this bitch over here that you hit, I don't care about that because she was kind of rude, but like reasonably rude. She was upset. You're just crazy.
Yeah, so you're just being an asshole for no reason. You're gonna make me go to my death goddess personality. Whoa, whoa, wee, whoa.
The unintended benefit of having both streams open. I have time to read all the cutscene dialogue.
Yeah, she's not of sound mind here.
Oh,
Now it's time for the last boss. Unfortunately, we are way too strong for this,
mm-hmm.
so we don't even get to really hear the cool music. Alright, time will be coming up uh, after this cutscene. We beat her back to her senses, so she's back in fertility goddess mode instead of death goddess mode for a minute. Time. All right, 3:53:14.
Sub 4 hours.
Yeah, I mean it's not a
Good
great
starting
time,
point.
but yeah, considering it was my first like full timed run, and I made some pretty solid mistakes earlier that can very easily be cleaned up. It's not a terrible time. All right. Well, now we get the bad ending cutscene. Um, basically, what happens is Magnus is exiled because everyone thinks that he's too bloodthirsty and evil to have any part in civilized society.
Fair.
Yeah, our alignment was basically zero. Um, we skipped a lot of optional stages that would have been like opportunities to
Well, I
do
guess
good
Matt, you're only
things.
concerned with winning battles, nothing else.
Like, yes, that's correct. I am a speedrunner. I am only concerned with winning these battles. Everyone thinks that Magnus is corrupted by the infernal aura, but he's not. He's just a badass with no moral scruples based on the choices we made and his alignment. Bad ending.
Give him a scruffy beard.
Yeah, it's also a bad ending for the kingdom.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, oh.
Yeah. It's just straight up a bad ending all around. Well, that's the Ogre Battle 64 any% speedrun and bad ending. Yeehaw!
Yeah.
Okay. I would let the credits rock, but I do have to go pick up Heather from roller derby.
All right. Go for it. I'm probably going to go to bed myself.
That's a good plan.
Yeah. I'll catch you later. That was fun to watch a full game.
Yeah, it was fun to play through the whole thing. I am gonna. It's hard to make time for, given how long the run is.
Yeah. You need to set aside like 5 hours.
Yeah, But I do want to try to improve on my time. Like my end goal is to be under 3.5 hours. Um, the record on the English version, I think, is at like 3 hours and like 12 minutes or somewhere in that time frame.
Wow.
The record on the Japanese version actually just went under 3 hours, though. It's at like 2 hours and 57 minutes. I think because the text is faster in the Japanese version.
Okay.
But yeah, plenty of room for improvement. It's just hard to find the time to get whole runs in. But yeah, thanks for hanging out for the pretty much the whole time, dude. It was good chatting.
Yeah, it's good nostalgia.